Hello, friends. Why do so many people feel stuck right now? And I'm going to start today with a couple questions. So let's start with question 1. Do any of you wish that you had your own personal user's manual? Like, how does this world work? How do I work better? And what fascinates me the most when we talk about these things is you do have a user's manual that explains how you work in every category of your life. It's the core of my Lighthouse Mastery. We want everything to have these glamorous words so it's not triggering and emotional and oh my gosh, what will people think? And my point is if you were a car, you were a brand new car and you went and bought it and the light was going off, you would what? You'd go open the user's manual, you'd grab the user's manual, you'd open it up to the light that was going off and you'd say, oh, push this button and the light goes off and you're like, that's how it works. So you have, yes, number 1, a user's manual for your own life, personally designed just for you. Now here's my second question of the day. What does the word astrology make you think? It's a big word. There's a lot of astrologers out there, people talking astrology, telling you the future, but what does it really make you think? Tea leaves, crystal balls, fortune teller, tell me my future. And what's fascinating about it is your astrology birth chart, the day you were born, is your user's manual. You're a soul. You pass through the galaxy, the energy and the waves of information tattooed on your soul that day, that time. And you were born with a blueprint, with a user's manual on how you work, what you do, where you go. Everything about you is on a map. Yet we avoid it because of the word astrology, which is why I don't even call it astrology. I use your birth chart, but you're a lighthouse with 12 categories around you. I don't care if it's Buddha, Jesus, Allah, Krishna, whatever it is, they all taught the same thing. Master thyself, awaken, rebirth, find who you are, master all the categories of you. The whole reason they called Jesus the ascendant master, because he mastered this lifetime, this 3D reality, and he ascended. Like, we are so tripped up on what people are telling us things are. I'm not making this a religious thing. I'm just trying to teach you that we are here with user's manuals and a soul blueprint that tells us exactly how to function at our highest, most badass, successful, emotional health, wealth, and love, and everything in between, yet we avoid the very basic thing that would help that. So let's talk truth. Your birth chart is your user's manual. It's your soul map. Call it whatever you want. Let's wipe off the labels of life that, oh, these are bad things to use, Dawn says who? I can show you all your blocks, all your breakthroughs, all your badassery, all your talents, all your mission, your purpose in life so quickly on your own user's manual. It's not even funny, and now you know what to use. Right? Because you can, when I look at astrologers, and there's so many brilliant ones out there, astrology is really just math. So a lot of them use math and predictions of like seeing the waves of energy. Now, if you don't know who you are, those predictions will do you no good. Again, I don't care what crystal ball, what person's telling you your future. If you don't know who you are and you don't make changes or you don't know how to upgrade who you are, I'm going to tell you right now, nothing will change no matter what they predict in your future or what crystal ball was so perfectly aligned with you. It won't happen because you don't know who you are and you don't know where your user's manual sits, which it sits in your soul with this tattoo telling you this is your map. So if you don't know who you are, and I'm catching people why they're so stuck right now, because we have upgraded the frequencies, consciousness. People don't understand what consciousness is. Consciousness is clarity. Clarity on you, not clarity on other people, but instead consciousness becomes, I'm awake, I see all this stuff, and so it becomes criticism. Because you don't know who you are. You're not here to criticize the world and tell them what's right and wrong. You're here to upgrade and master you. And so why you came here is because you came with all these master classes, master lessons to master and become an ascended master into the next dimension, right? And so anything you hear with astrology, crystal balls, and I use astrology, so I know some amazing astrologers that I follow, and they're amazing, and I look at their dates and numbers and calculations. I just won't run them. Because if I don't know who I am, it wouldn't matter what's showing up. Now I know who I am, so I can be prepared. I watch the waves of information, the waves of energy. It's always giving you more power, not less. But if you don't know it, it's going to trip you up and give you a different delivery, shall I call it, a different challenge, because everyone's like, it's Mercury retrograde and everything's falling apart. No. It told you to slow down, but you didn't listen, and you don't know who you are, and because you don't know how to go quiet and solitude and give yourself some silence to take heed in the information time of clearing, purging, detoxing. You don't know who you are alone, so none of it will really matter. So we can talk about future predictions and all this, but really at the end of the day, you are here to master you. Get to know you. And most people do not know their blocks. They don't know their blocks, their baggage, their bruises, and their breakthroughs. And those breakthroughs are the very thing most people avoid, yet what you're avoiding is what breaks open this entire glass ceiling and gives you the future, gives you the mission, the drive, the purpose of where you want to go to grow a big, badass, beautiful tree with fruit on it. It's a fruitful life. And so if you know your mission, you understand what categories of your life you're here to expand and learn and take a few more lessons to learn, it's going to be a frustrating life. And that's why people are pretty stuck. They're stuck right now because I'm watching, they're leaving, this full moon in Sagittarius was basically, you get this one question to answer. It was last weekend, 31st. What shadows, traumas, dramas, crisis, whatever it is going on in your life, what are you letting go of, right? What are you willing to see? And they're probably popping up again, so we're stuck. We're like, oh no, I'm not moving. You are. We have to just go, cool, I see it, I understand it, I know who I am, I came to master that. And especially in relationships, because people, that's why I have the free relationship the reality check quiz on my web. Go to link in bio. It's free. Just take a quiz. See where you're at. Relationships reveal your reality. So if you don't like the reality you're in, look at the people you're hanging out with, the energy you're in, the sonar you send out. Your sonar wants an exact match. So the energy you send out, the frequencies that you are vibrating at, is what you're bringing in, and you're like, that's not me, it's their problem. That's consciousness problem I'm watching happening on the planet. Because consciousness means clarity about you. It doesn't mean clarity about the truth of others and how they need to be. So consciousness then becomes more conscious of who we are, why we're here, what our mastery is, how we're staying in control with our boundaries, with our respect, with our truth, using our words that are for us. This is for me. You don't have to join on. You don't have to join me. You don't have to participate. But this is true for me. That's someone who has mastered all 12 categories of their life. Self-confidence, money, value, and worth, communication, home, security, romance, fun, children, health, partnerships, intimacy, beliefs, career, your public, your hopes, wishes, and dreams, and your mental health, and your intuition, your spirituality. Do you know all of those? Do you know how you show up? Do you know how you want to show up? Do you know where you're falling short? So are you aware, right, that you have this this user's manual, and that do you question these two things? Do I know I have a user's manual? Well, yes, Dawn told me I do. Ooh, do I have some sort of trigger around the word astrology? Okay, well, eliminate that word and just call it your soul blueprint. Your blueprint is the user's manual. It has the map. And my friends, if you know who you are, which is what I work on with my Soul Masters 180 group, we work on this so deeply. We dive into it. You don't show up unless you've dove into. We're using AI, your birth chart, and instant prompts to tell you who you are. If you don't know who you are and you can't read it and go, yeah, I gotta repeat that category of my life a couple more times, it's gonna be rough. But if you can see it and you're like, yeah, I'm there, it's a game changer. It's an absolute game changer. So I don't want anyone to walk around feeling like you're stuck or you're in a holding pattern. You're not. You're just being asked that question. I'm seeing stuff from the past. I see who I used to be. That's not who I am. This is what they've been referring to about two earths, old earth and new earth. The more you vibrate into the authentic, true soul map, true soul mastery of who you are, you won't vibrate anywhere near those who don't want to know themselves, who don't connect with themselves, who want to live in an external world being told what to do. You won't even, it's like you won't even see them anymore. It's like they'll disappear from your life. But those who do align with that, get ready. It's a game changer. Your badassery explodes and you align with all of that in your wealth, in your health, and in your love, all of it. But please stop settling for less. You are not stuck. You are just in a holding pattern asking, are you ready to let go? I know you've seen them lately. They may have popped up, your old habits, your patterns, some of your traumas, some of your bruises. They're not here to stay. They're just saying, do you remember me? Are you done? And your answer is yes, I'm done. I'm done carrying everybody's BS. I'm totally willing to see my own. Again, just click a link in bio, you find all my stuff. But this is a big deal if you're like, I just need some guidance to my user's manual. You have one. Go get it. Get to know yourself. You're beautiful, perfect, and there is nothing wrong with you. You guys have an amazing weekend.